Hey guys, Willie James here from DreamHouse Music. I want to talk about feel good gospel chords in D flat. I'm going to be using the song Live Your Best Life by Brent Jones. I love these chords. I love D flat. It's a funky jam. And yeah, I'm going to play through real quick. I'm going to cue up the track and then break down the chords for you. And hopefully you could learn something new and add it to your chord repertoire, gospel chords. It's always recycled, it's always reused, so it's good to learn these, right?
Where you at, East Coast? We going to the DMV. You've been toiling in the same situation for too long. Who's the answer? Jesus is the answer, and you know it, so oh, come on. You're the head, not the tail. You got it.
So we're in the key of D flat. Now the main theme of the chord progressions is 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so really those 4 chords. There are some passing chords, but you got to know and pay attention to the structure. All right, and so when I listen to this song, that's all it is. It's the 2, 3, 4, 6, right? Dun, 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 dun. So what are the chords built over that, right? Let's see. Oh no, I'm skipping the intro. Sorry, intro. It's basically the flat 7 major 7, okay, which is a B major 7th. And a B major 7th is this. You need to know your scale: 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, B, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp. Okay, it's like an E flat minor over B as well. So in the intro, I think they go, right? So you can just play like that. Very nice. And then the next chord in the song, in the intro, and then they go like this. Ooh, what is that? Well, it's just a big A flat minor. 9. Okay, so here's A flat minor. Okay, for those of you who know your triads. If you don't know your triads and scales, please join DreamHouse Unicademy. Click the link below if you're not in. Here's the flat 7. Here's the 9. Okay, so every chord you build is based off the numbers in the scale. Here's the 1, the flat 3, and 5. When you have a 1, flat 3, and 5, that is a minor chord. Okay, then you have the flat 7, and then you have the 9. But I'm voicing it like this. So I have the root and the 7 here. Here's the flat 3. Here's our 5. Here's our 7, our flat 7. Here's our 9. Very nice chord, right? So da 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 da. You go. You get all those leading notes there. Da da da. In the context of D flat scale, that's 4, 5, 6. So the 6 is the top of the chord, and then they go da 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 da. So da 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 da, and that F is the top of the 4 major 7th, which is G flat major 7th. Okay, so that's all it is. Trying to play the brass that I heard in the beginning, right? So with the 4 major 7th, I'm voicing it like this. Here's the root, G flat on the bottom, and then I repeat the 7th, the major 7th, the F here. Okay, you could also in your right hand play the G flat, and so when it's beside the F, it creates this cluster that's called a minor second. When 2 notes are beside each other, that is called a minor second. So that creates a nice crunchy gospel sound, right? Alright, so that's all they're using. They're using these diatonic chords and just creating some nice lush da 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 da, right? Da 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 da. Very nice. So to come out of the intro, it's a 3, 2, 1, flat 7, and the right hand goes 5, 1, 2, 3. So you play that together. So da 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 da. I love that. So the whole intro is this. Right? Da 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 da. Build on the flat 7. And then they do this little riff here. Ba ba da da. So what is that? That's just a 6, 1, 2 of the D flat scale. Ba 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 ba. Okay. And let me just play it again.
Where you at, East Coast? We going to the DMV.
I love it. I like Brent Jones. I like him. That's my alarm there. I like him. Whoever produces his music, let me know in the comments if you know the producer. But I love that intro. And then the verse is just repeats, right? So remember the structure: 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6, 2. Right? So what are the chords? Well, it's just an E flat minor 7, and if we add the F, it's a 9. Okay, so you need to know your scales inside and out and your chords. All right, so the 2 chord in D flat is E flat minor, and if we add the D flat, that's E flat minor 7th. Sorry, and then here's E flat minor. So E flat minor 9. Right, E to F is 9. All right. So, if you were in the E flat scale, this is the 1, the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, and the 9. All right. So even though we're in the key of D flat, every root note, you use that scale to build a chord. Okay. All right. So there's different ways to look at it. All right. But this is a 2 D flat chord. Okay. It's a diatonic 2 D flat chord. It's using the 2 from the D flat, the 4, the 6, the 1, and the 3. But if you're viewing it as the E flat scale, it's the 1, the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, and the 9. Again, if you don't know your scales and chords, which makes it hard to learn gospel music, join DreamHouse Unicademy. Okay, I have all the courses, or you could just join the Quick Start course. Link in the description. Okay, so yeah, so that's that chord. And sometimes I play it like this. So I have the root, the E flat in the bottom, and then I have what's remaining, which is really a G flat major 7th in my right hand. Sometimes I'll play the A. Right, in this G flat major 7th, I'll play the A flat, which would be the sus2. Okay, but you could play either this or this. Right, sus2 basically is in G flat is A flat. So you could play this or this, right? If you know your G flat scale, A flat is 2. All right. So just in this one chord, we went through multiple scales. But anyways, I like this or this. That's the whole point. And then the 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ba, ba, ba. So this is the 3 minor 7th, and basically it's an F minor 7th. So it's like an A flat over F, which you could view as just the 5 chord in D flat over F, the 3, 5 over 3. So the 3 minor 7th is also a 5 over 3. So I played it like this. And the next chord, we're back to G flat. So a straight G flat major 7th. And in the chord chart, I would write a 4 major 7th, all right? Because G flat is 4. Here's our diatonic 4. If we add the F, that's a major 7th. But you could also play the 2, which is the A flat. So 2 in the context of the G flat scale, A flat is 2. So I could play that A flat there and move this G flat here. So our chords are, well, that's the 2 chord, 2 minor 7, or 2 minor, in this case 9. Here's our 3 minor 7th. 4 major 7th, and then we have this 5 over 6. So when we play the song, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that B flat chord, it's an A flat over B, which is a 5 over 6. Okay. So we're in the key of D flat. The 5 chord is an A flat major, and the 6 is a B flat in the left hand. So that's all it is. So that's the whole jam. Ba, 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 da, da. I mean, you could jam that out by yourself, right? Just put on a click track and just rock it out, right? But that's the theme of this jam. Which has probably been used in a million other gospel songs. Okay, but very nice, right? Anything else I would do with these? So let's talk about stacking. So stacking is doubling up on your chords. So let's talk about the E flat chord. You could double up on the E flat here. You could double up on the B flat in your left hand, which is taking from the B flat up here. You can play like this. If you have big fingers, you could play the E flat and the F in your left hand, right? But in a song like this, maybe that's too wide. But if you had a bass player, you could just play this and let the bass player play the E flat, right? And for the 3 minor 7, which is the A flat over F, you could double up on the E flat here. So my method to stacking is just borrowing or duplicating, doubling, whatever you want to say, notes from the right hand into the left hand. So we have our root, but what can we add from our right hand? We could add the E flat down here, right? The E flat octaves. We could also double up on the C. Right, whatever feels good, right? So we could go da, da. Now for the 4 major 7th, you could double up on the D flat like this, or the D flat is here, right, in the right hand. And there's my root, the G flat again. I could double up on the D flat here, or I could even double up on the F. So in your chords, if you want bigger chords, just double the notes. Find a way to double the notes in the left hand. Okay, that's a simple way to make your chords bigger in gospel, right? These chords feel good too, man, right? Jazzy chords, R&B chords, whatever you want to call them.